Okay, so good evening. My name is Celine. Welcome to the presentation. You're in the right place at the right time. We're going to get started right now. Now, Bitcoin is what we're here to discuss. Now, it's been dominating the financial news. You can see here Forbes magazine and Time magazine, very reputable journals, and recently, in fact, have published front page stories relating to Bitcoin. Forbes says that Bitcoin is the future, and Time magazine is welcoming the crypto revolution, your wallet without the government. A lot of people don't understand cryptocurrency, and the simplest way to put it is that it's your wallet without the government. You have control, complete control of your cryptocurrency. Now, blockchain is the biggest disruption in our history ever. You know, it's changing the way that we live our lives as we speak. A number of industries are adopting blockchain technology, and blockchain is like a digital ledger, so it records all of the transactions when you're buying and selling Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, and there is there's no way to amend those records. They can never be changed, so you've always got records of your inventory, whether it's, you know, currency in the case of cryptocurrency, or in other industries. Like, for example, in art, they're looking at digital rights, you know, to protect their rights, copyright, using blockchain technology. So it's huge. And the medical industry are also looking at blockchain technology. Cryptocurrency will do to banks what email did to the postal service. Not many people send letters these days. We all send email or text messages. So cryptocurrency is going to do the same thing to banks as email did to postal service. Now, crowdfunding is a model that shares three elements. There's the project initiator who proposes the idea or the project to be funded. Individuals or groups actually support that idea, that's your crowd, and a platform brings those parties together to launch the idea, and that's called a crowdfunding platform. Okay, so a lot of people may be familiar with the partner service system. Now, the partner system is popular among the Caribbean community as a method of saving that does not involve banks. So a group of people, they deposit regular sums of money over a fixed period of time. That money goes into a central fund, and then each person in that group takes a turn to withdraw that money. So this is done each week, and until every member of the partner system has taken part in that draw. Partner is also known as susu. Now, susu is from the Twi language, meaning plan. Susu saving clubs are used as alternative means of accessing capital when traditional lending is not readily available. So the question remains, do you have a plan? How will you access the capital you need to succeed in your plan? Well, our health club is similar to Susu, but it's even better. Okay, it's the biggest secret on the internet today. It's called MLS Bitcoin Club, and it's an instant payment system, meaning that you get paid instantly, straight to your e-wallet, in fact. Now, this is the founder and visionary, Mr. Darry Perkinson. He's a master trader. He made his name, Wall Street is his nickname, and he made his name on Wall Street as a successful trader. He's an ex-military man, served for 20 years, and he's also a computer engineer. And he developed this platform. It's like a crowdfunding or a partner system. But he created this platform. For members to accumulate Bitcoin for free. Now, whilst growing your financial knowledge, he will elevate you and your family to a better lifestyle. And we're going to show you how you can get Bitcoin for free. But before we do that, just to explain, we also have an educational system with 3 phases. Now, our educational system covers 3 phases. Phase 1 is when you get started at starter level, you'll learn about e-wallets, you'll learn about alternative coins, that's all the other coins aside from Bitcoin. You'll also learn about hard wallets and soft wallets, which ones are the best ones to use and how to secure your Bitcoin. When you get to level 1, you'll learn about how to incorporate yourself, incorporate your wealth, it's actually quite easy. It's not as complicated as you might think. At level 2 and level 3, you get an introduction into trading. So you get to learn about how to trade, not only for cryptocurrencies, but foreign exchange as well. You get to learn about that too. Level 4, you learn about the solo 401k plan. A lot of people don't know what that is, but you get to taught this and you get all of this education for free. Now, phase 2 takes your educational knowledge to a different level, where in level 5, you learn how to build up your credit so that if you have poor credit, and you'll learn how to increase your credit score. Now, you'll also at level 6 learn how to pay off your home in 5 to 7 years. This type of information is valuable. You have lots of people out there charging thousands of pounds for this type of information, and this club gives you this information for free, this financial knowledge and financial education for free. Now, phase 3 covers level 7, where you're going to learn about offshore accounts and how to protect your wealth. And it goes on and on. The learning does not stop. Some of you may be familiar with this cash flow quadrant. It was made famous by Robert Kiyosaki, and most of us fit into the employee box, the top left-hand box. Now, most of us have a job, but we don't have any leverage. Now, our time is actually used to make the money that we need. So we have very little financial power. Self-employed people are in a similar position. They have to commit a lot of their time to earn the money. But the difference between the employers and self-employed is that with an employee, you have a job, but the self-employed person owns their own job. Now, we'd rather be on the right side of the quadrant. The business owner has a lot of leverage now, but they use other people's time to make money for them. So they have people working for them. But we really want to be in the final box, the investor box. With massive leverage power and making our money work for more money, you know. And so what we have here is a system that helps leverage small amounts of money to make a residual income for you. Now, when we compare 1 Bitcoin to $1, back in 2012, 1 Bitcoin was worth about $10. So you couldn't really buy that many groceries with your 1 Bitcoin. But by 2012, Bitcoin had grown to about $100. And so you could get at least a week's worth of groceries for one family with 1 Bitcoin in 2012. Now in 2013, in 2014, Bitcoin exploded. And it went over $500 and peaked at around $800. And you could even buy maybe a month's worth of groceries with 1 single Bitcoin. The same Bitcoin in 2012 that was just worth $10. Now, there are predictions that by 2020, 1 Bitcoin is going to be worth $100,000. Another prediction has predicted 1 Bitcoin, that's John McAfee of McAfee Securities, has predicted that 1 Bitcoin will be worth $1 million by 2020, which is less than 2 years away. So you can see, and we saw back in 2017, how Bitcoin rose in late November and December, and nearly peaked at $20,000. Now, with the MLS Bitcoin Club, there are 10 Bitcoin centers. You start here. Oh, God, hold on. 1 second. Okay. With one Bitcoin, hi Linda, with one Bitcoin, you at the beginning, you start here at starter level, but we recommend that you start at advanced strategy. But I'll show you the difference later. Now, you start with just 0.016 Bitcoin at starter level. That's less than £100. Now, the magic happens when you bring two people in. You bring two people and they get two people, you get paid. And the amount you get paid is 0.048 Bitcoin at starter level. And this amount of Bitcoin actually lands in your personal e-wallet. No one else controls your Bitcoin except for you. So at that stage, you now decide whether you can keep that 0.048 because it's in your e-wallet, or you can send it back in to another member, because remember, this is a member-to-member crowdfunding platform for Bitcoin. So you would send in 0.04 Bitcoin. And those two people, now this is the other bit of magic that MLS offers. The first two people you introduce, they now need to duplicate what you've done, get to, and they get to, and then they should upgrade. Now, when they upgrade, they will join you in your level 1 community. Now, when your level 1 community is complete, you will receive a total Bitcoin donation of 0.12 Bitcoin. Okay, now let me move to the next slide. We're going to have questions at the end of the presentation. So you have a choice to build your wealth slow or fast. But we like the fast track, but let's go and see what the slow track is. So this is the basic strategy. So this is you at the top, and you send in a one-time payment of 0.0167 Bitcoin. Now the 0.0007 covers the fee for coin payments, which is an e-wallet that will take a mining fee from your Bitcoin. So you send 0.0167 Bitcoin. Right now, that's worth about £90. And so at this stage, you bring two people in. And when they bring two people, and those two people, they go on your B line. That's when you start getting paid. So this is you. You send in 0.0167 Bitcoin. You've brought in your first person, and they bring in their first person. As soon as this box gets full, you get paid 0.167 Bitcoin. When this person brings in their second person here, you get another payment of 0.0167 in your e-wallet. But you haven't brought this second person in yet. It doesn't matter. MLS will still pay this. You will still get your Bitcoin straight to your e-wallet. Okay, so now you're going to bring in your second person here, and they bring in their first person here. You now receive another payment of 0.0167 Bitcoin. And now this box here is used to pay for you to restart another starter level community. And so you end up with a second starter level community. In the meantime, you would have received a total amount of 0.0501 Bitcoin, which at today's money is worth around £270. Now, let's go to the next slide and show you the fast track, because that's where it really gets exciting. Now, this is you at the top, and you take, you're doing starter level and level 1 at the same time. So starter level is 0.0167 Bitcoin. Level 1 is 0.0462 Bitcoin. So that's a total amount of £336 in today's money. Okay, so at this stage, this is you at the top of your community. You're always at the top of your community. You now bring in your first person. Now, the key here is your first person needs to replicate what you're doing. So they need to do starter level and level 1 at the same time. And so when they bring in their first person here, who's also doing the fast track, you will now receive 2 payments of 0.0167 and 0.0407, which is the total amount of £306. Now, when this person here brings in their second person here, you get another payment of 0.167 and 0.0407. Okay, now when you bring in your second person here, they bring in their first person here, you receive your final payment on this level of 0.0167 and 0.0407, and then this box, their second person, is used to re-enter you into both levels. Starter level, it starts a fresh starter level and a fresh level 1. However, you have been paid and it's in your e-wallet 0.1722. Today's money, that's worth £920. Okay, so it's not an amount to be sniffed at. Now, remember, it's an instant Bitcoin club. You get your Bitcoin paid to you instantly. When you join, that Bitcoin that you used to join the club is going to another member. We're crowdfunding for Bitcoin. Now, I know you might be thinking, oh, this looks like a pyramid. But MLS is not a pyramid. Pyramid schemes, the CEO always sits on top and always gets the most pay. With MLS Bitcoin Club, you are your own CEO and you can out-earn your sponsor. So the person you introduce, you can overtake them. In a pyramid scheme, when they bring in their president, the first recruit, they're on a pay cap because they're not going to earn more than the CEO. With MLS, the first 2 people you get to join can also out-earn you. Vice presidents, the second recruit, is still on a pay cap. Now, you've got a choice to upgrade fast or slow. Everyone you've introduced follows you, so you don't have to keep introducing more people. If all you have to do is bring 2 people, when they get 2 people, you get paid, you upgrade. With the pyramid scheme, they bring in more people like middle management, team leaders, supervisors, and they're all on middle income, capped as well. And ultimately, they're multi-level marketing recruits. Now, the hardworking employees stand no chance of becoming CEO and no chance of earning a CEO wage. Now, with MLS, every level pays out over and over and over again, forever. So it's free financial education. Now, MLS is not a Ponzi scheme. A lot of people say, oh, it might be a Ponzi. But with a Ponzi scheme, you have a third party borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. With MLS, it's member to member. There is absolutely no middleman. No, the company does not take your Bitcoin. It's a massive leverage system. So you're leveraging small amounts of money to make lots of Bitcoin. With a Ponzi scheme, they offer very complex compensation plans and unrealistic profits. With MLS, your profits are achievable and that you get them instantly. Now, you can hold on to your own Bitcoin with MLS, but your company, in a Ponzi scheme, the company holds on to the Bitcoin and you don't have access to it. They always also ask you to keep paying more money into the scheme. With MLS, once you join, you never pay again. Okay, you never pay again. Now, it's instant, so it pays you straight to your e-wallet instantly. With Ponzi schemes, there's a delayed long-term payout. So you have to wait 12 months, and then when the time comes, there's usually a problem with getting your Bitcoin. Now, Here you can see it's easy to acquire a Bitcoin lifestyle with this system. We just take the first, the level 1, level 2, level 3. You receive 3 payments on each level. And each payment, ultimately, if you were to just complete each level once, you would receive over 1 Bitcoin, okay? But if you take the example of 3 cycles, remember every level cycles over and over again, you will see that you can have the potential of earning 3 Bitcoin, which is well over £16,000 in value as of the 2nd of April. You can see that you can make quite a bit of Bitcoin using this system effortlessly. As long as everyone brings in 2 people, you'll be able to achieve this. Now, here you can see a previous member has been receiving multiple Bitcoin payments to their e-wallet on the same day. They received 3 payments here. They received another 3 payments the following day, and a couple of days later they're still getting more Bitcoin sent to their e-wallet. Okay, so you can see this system pays out instantly and on a daily basis. There is no delay. Now, in monetary terms, Bitcoin right now is around £5,300, and we're going to show you why it's important to use the advanced strategy. Basic strategy pays out just 0.048 Bitcoin, which is worth about £268 per cycle. Now, the first time you cycle, you get to keep approximately £21 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, the reason for that is because you're going to use most of that to upgrade to level 1. Okay, but the second time you cycle, you get to keep all of that Bitcoin. Now, using the advanced strategy, it pays out 0.168 Bitcoin, which is in monetary terms about £920. So that starter level 0.048 Bitcoin, and level 1 pays out 0.12 Bitcoin. Now, the first time you complete a cycle using the advanced strategy, you get to keep £348 worth of that Bitcoin. So you get the initial amount that you spent, you get that back straight away, because the rest of that you're going to use to upgrade to level 2. But the second time you cycle advanced strategy, you would get to keep all of that Bitcoin. Okay, now let's see what happens at level 2. Level 2 pays out 0.3 of a Bitcoin, which is over £1,500. So you've just started, and now you're getting Bitcoin payments worth over £1,500 immediately. And the first time you cycle, this time, and remember, when you've entered into level 2, you've used your profit. You've not used your money. You've only gone to the bank once, and that's at the beginning. You will never pay again. And at level 2, you get to keep £507 worth of Bitcoin. But the second time you cycle, you get to keep all of that Bitcoin, because you're going to use the rest of that to upgrade to level 3, which pays over £3,000 per cycle. 0.6 of a Bitcoin is over £3,000. The first time you cycle, you get to keep £500 worth of that. But the second time you cycle, you get to keep all of that Bitcoin. Okay, now when you're in level 4, that's when it gets into serious money, because it pays out 1.5 Bitcoin per cycle, over £8,000 per cycle. Now, the first time you cycled, now it gets really good. The profit you get to keep is £2,643 worth of that Bitcoin. The second time you cycle, you get to keep all 1.5 Bitcoin. Okay, and remember, every level prior to that is cycling over and over and over again for eternity, which is why we show people, we educate people on how to keep their wealth and to put their wealth in trust. Now, the game is to elevate to the higher levels. There's no point staying at the lower levels, hoping to cycle over and over, because at the higher level, you get more Bitcoin. Okay, now all members you introduce follow you over and over and over again, forever. Now, once you join a community, you never have to pay again. It's just a one-time payment. You never have to pay again. Now, there's an enrollment fee of $49, and that's for a limited time. The annual membership fee is usually $99. Okay, but for a limited period, it's $49. Now, massive leverage system in a nutshell, you get 2 people, they get 2 people, you get paid, you upgrade instantly. It's a follow me 2x2 matrix with spillover. So this helps you fill up your matrix also. You learn some wealth strategies that are taught by some of the industry's best. It's a global opportunity with fast growth wealth rate, and the automated payments go straight into your e-wallet. Every level pays out over and over again forever. Okay, and you get Bitcoin for free and free financial education immediately. Okay, you can also go to w337go.com, which is, you'll find some videos and hear what people are saying about Bitcoin, and you can see the presentation again and learn how to triple your Bitcoin in days. Okay, it's absolutely achievable. So what's next? We have weekly presentations every Monday, Wednesday at 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. and every Friday at 8 p.m. On this channel. So if you see how easy it is to get Bitcoin for free using this unique crowdfunding platform, invite your friends, invite your colleagues to the next presentation. We hold them every Friday, every Monday, Wednesday at 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. and Friday nights at 8 p.m. On Tuesdays, for members, we have dashboard training every Tuesday at 10 o'clock. So you get the most out of your membership. And there's MLS UK training for every Sunday at 9 p.m. for everybody, every member, to help them succeed in the MLS Bitcoin Club. We're not one of these places that pump you and dump you into systems and then leave you there to dry. Okay, we're not one of those systems that do that. We provide excellent training, and all of our members are benefiting from that training. So now it's time for you to make that critical walk. Are you ready to make that critical walk? So on that note, I think I'm going to stop the recording. Please go back to the person that introduced you, invited you to this webinar. If you're watching this video for the first time, go back to the person that sent you this video, and they will help you get started and help you start making that critical walk. Okay, so now we're going to